We meet again, oh difficult one. What's up everyone, it's your girl Crystal back at it with another video, and today we are going to be talking about improving, our mental health while losing weight, because I think that's a very important topic to talk about. Most likely this might be a series because there are specific categories that I feel like it should be discussed. Just letting you know, this video might be a little controversial. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions, and this is just personally what I feel like I need to work on mentally, and knowing my body, what works for me as well. So what will work for me might not work for you, but this is what I'm doing to mentally improve myself while being on this weight loss journey. So from last week's video, y'all saw that I was like mentally not in a good place that week. I was really giving into like cheat meals, multiple cheat meals, and at the end of that week, I actually kind of stumbled upon a video where it really kind of opened my eyes that I kind of have this good food versus bad food mentality. I feel like when we're on a journey to improve our health, we always try to strive to just eat clean 24/7, because what we're grown accustomed to learning is that if you want to see results, if you want to lose weight, lose fat or whatever, you gotta eat clean, don't eat bad food or whatever. So I stumbled across this video, which I will link down below. There's this YouTuber called FrumpyFit. I don't know if you know about her, but she is a weight loss coach and she makes videos, and she actually reacted to a video of Jordan Shrinks, who is a Canadian YouTuber that lost 140 pounds. And I think her video was more so like the 5 do's and don'ts when on a weight loss journey. The mentality that I have with food is not the best. Obviously you saw in my last video, but what you didn't really see is specifically how bad it is in my head. Like I can hide it well, but really I'm an overthinker too. So like what goes on in my head is just, it's all over the place, right? So mentally, I gotta work on myself. So let's just get started with what I saw in the video. So the all or nothing mentality. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's like you either have to be 100% good or 100% bad, right? So like, let's say, throughout the day, we've been eating, healthy foods, very nutritious foods, good foods, and all of a sudden you stumble upon, a cookie, okay? A cookie, and you decide to eat that cookie, and you consider that cookie a bad food. And because you've been eating healthy throughout the day, but because of that one cookie that you ate, you're like,
I'm gonna give up. What is this?
Like,
well, I screwed up, so I'm gonna just start all over. I'll just start over the next day. I'm gonna just eat unhealthy now throughout the whole day now. Because I already ruined my day by eating that one cookie, so I might as well just give up and eat bad foods all day.
So like I kind of related to that portion of the video where it's like, if I ate well throughout the day and ate a bad food, my day is already ruined, and then my binge eating is triggered. That's why I feel like balance is so important. Like we need to prioritize balance. Like it is possible to integrate the foods that you love to eat into your lifestyle. I feel like for me, I would just have to like plan ahead of time, like put it into my calorie intake goals, right? Like if I wanted to eat, let's say sushi, because y'all know I love sushi, I'm gonna work around it, like I'm gonna track how many calories are in my sushi and then work around it, like put it into my calorie intake goal. I do believe in the whole calories in, calories out. Like that's how you can lose weight. You have to be in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight, and you don't be in a big calorie deficit. Like 500 calories less than your maintenance calories is the max. But you know what I mean? As long as you eat a little less than your maintenance calories, then you're fine. Like you can lose weight. Just know that this progress though, when you're doing it, you're not gonna lose weight fast, okay? That's the only thing. And that's not what I'm doing. This is my lifestyle. I'm not trying to reach my goals in 3-6 months and, go back to, like, I'm like, I'm gonna gain everything back if I were to do that. I do believe in having things in moderation. Like, you can even have a cookie. If you love cookies and you want to have a cookie every day, I truly believe you can integrate that into your lifestyle. But now it's the whole like, are you gonna eat one cookie or are you gonna eat 3, 4, 5 cookies, right? So everything in moderation. So having one cookie instead of 3 cookies in that day is fine. And what Jordan Strengths kind of mentioned in her video is it's less about that cookie that you just consume, but more about you not sticking to the plan that you've already had for yourself throughout that day. Like, you created for yourself that you were going to eat healthy throughout the day, and because of that one cookie, it ruined that whole plan you had in your head. And then it comes to the whole mentality of, you know, falling off indicates that we can't do it. In my last video, I obviously ate McDonald's and I've obviously ate sushi, and it's like, because I ate McDonald's and because I ate sushi, I pretty much mentioned too, like,
wow, my willpower is weak,
you know. But really, it just didn't go as planned. My body wanted what it wanted and I gave into it. Another point that FrumpyFit kind of mentions in the video is that it is okay to go over your caloric goal. Let's say for me, my daily calorie intake is around 1500 to 1800, but let's say 1500. Let's say I go over that goal within that one day. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's over. We're not gonna eat and burn the same calories every day. You know what I mean? Like, you can if you like really planned it strategically, but realistically, it won't burn the same amount of calories and you won't eat the same amount of calories every day. Our body doesn't run in a 24-hour time frame. I think she mentioned, like, there was this one client of hers where she kind of like went over her caloric goal that one day of the week. And what she usually does with her clients is that she actually averages it out weekly. So she like obviously calculates each daily caloric goal and averages it to see whether or not she went over or not, instead of just focusing on that daily caloric goal. And I think she mentioned that the client went over 150 calories that week, but it's fine because most likely those calories went to her muscle growth, right? Because if you guys didn't know, you do feel more hungry when you work out. Because you need to fuel your body, right? The fact that you're doing more activities, you're being more active, like your body needs food as a way to get energy to do those types of workouts, right? So keep in mind, you do become a little more hungrier when you start working out. And that's what I do. I literally work out like twice a day sometimes. So that calorie surplus could be for your muscle growth at the same time. So it's all about flexible dieting. Like I said, everything in moderation. Normal portion sizes is the way to go. What Jordan Strengths mentions in her video is you can make things fit without overdoing them and make things fit without completely restricting them. So now, like, I kind of want to talk about the good food versus bad food mentality. And what basically that is that we kind of categorize certain foods that are considered good and certain foods that are considered bad. So this is going to be a little controversial, obviously. For me, I know personally I do that. I categorize certain foods as bad foods and certain foods as good foods. For example, eating McDonald's, sushi, burgers, fries, you know, I consider that as a bad food. And having that mentality that you've already categorized it as a bad food, you'll feel hella guilty when you eat it. And when you're on a journey where you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to just eat good foods, which is salads, vegetables, you know, more nutritious foods, having that categorized as a good food, and then when you stumble upon a bad food, that's when your brain starts just like saying,
oh my gosh, I just ate something bad and this is gonna knock me off. I feel so guilty. I feel shitty now for just eating all this bad food.
When really, like, we shouldn't be thinking that way, because I know myself. I know that I can be harsh on myself. That's why I'm trying to work on my mental health as well while losing weight, because it is gonna be affected in my journey. I know that I need to prioritize my mental health overall, like more than me striving to lose weight. So this is what I researched, okay? This is just based off my opinion as well, like what I believe will help me throughout my journey. And I'm just putting it out there in case it does help you guys out as well. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to believe in this type of mentality. There is no such thing as bad foods. Okay, listen.
Hear me out.
Every food, no matter its categorization, this is what I searched, provides nutrition and sustenance to the body. For example, McDonald's. At the end of the day, it still has protein, it still has carbs, it still has fats, you know, it still provides, it has things in the nutrition facts, you know, it still provides nutrition to the body. And that's why I feel like we need to knock out the bad food mentality and kind of think of it as more so like, this food has nutrition in it, there is nutritional value in it, but we need to keep in mind that there are certain foods that have more nutritious value than McDonald's, than burgers, you know what I mean? Instead of saying that it's a bad food, we can say that it's less nutritious compared to vegetables, fruits, meats. Like, those have more nutritious values than a burger.
You know what I mean?
So kind of having that mentality, I feel like would help me to get rid of the fact that if I do indulge in a burger, in sushi, let's say, that I still am feeding my body. It may not be as nutritious as a salad, but there's still nutrition in them. Having that kind of mentality will get me to not feel shitty about myself every time I indulge in sushi. I love sushi, guys. Another fact is that too much of anything, okay, an excessive amount of anything, including healthy food, including water, can be harmful to our bodies. So that's where balance comes in. All food is fuel. Let's be real. All foods, good, bad, all foods turns into fuel for our body. All foods nourish the body. But again, specifically, certain foods will react better to our body. Salads, vegetables, fruits will break down more better in our bodies than a burger and candy and, you know, all those types of foods, right? So just knowing the nutritious value of a food rather than categorizing it into a bad or a good food would kind of help me, you know, improve my way of eating. I'm trying to have that type of mindset where there are just certain foods that are more nutritious and work better for my body. And if I have that mindset instead of categorizing things, I think it would really help me in my journey while losing weight, because I really don't want to give up and restrict myself to the foods that I love. It works for some people, let's be real, that they can go with giving up their food, but me, I don't. Like, at the same time, I want to enjoy my life. I want to be healthy, but I can still be healthy and enjoy my life at the same time. I don't really know a lot of people that do this. If it has been done when being on a weight loss journey, and maybe I'll be the first or one of the first people to do it, but I really want to be one of the first people to reach my goals without restricting myself. I want to be able to say that I've reached my body goals, I've reached my weight goals, I've reached my health goals, while still being able to eat the foods that I love at the same time. I want to be the first person or one of the first people to say that you can still eat the foods that you love while being on a weight loss journey. Granted, I know that my journey will be much slower compared to others because, like I said, I'm all for sustainability and I don't see myself giving up rice. I'm Asian, guys. Can you tell? Every body is different. Every body is unique. You need to know more so your own body. That's why I'm speaking based off my own body. You know yourself that you have high blood pressure. So what do? Instead of, I don't want to say avoid sugary foods, I would say limit yourself to sugary foods. If you know yourself that your body does not react well with sugary foods, then obviously you would choose to pick more so the foods that will help your body instead of damage your body. I'm not saying you should avoid all sugary foods, because at the same time, if you do restrict yourself from those foods, cut it off completely instead of, just limiting yourself. That's why I say limit instead of avoid, because let's be real, majority of us, if we restrict ourselves from something that we love, we will blow up. It's only a matter of time where we just blow up and we start binging on it. You just got triggered, and then now you're just going ham. You're going ham on the foods that will increase your blood sugar levels even higher. So that's why I say take it step by step, little by little. If you can, try to choose to have the nutritious food than the food that can increase your insulin levels. But at the same time, if your body craves it, just don't go eating 3 cookies. Have 1 cookie or half a cookie, just in moderation. That's what I mean. So that's kind of like what I learned, I guess you would say, in terms of this. And I also want to mention this too, because I feel like it's very important to mention this. So that week was a shitty week for me, right? And I kind of revealed at the end of the video that I went from 194 to 197, right? I want to let you know right now that this morning, even the morning after, I weighed myself, and not only did I go back to 194, I actually went down to 193, which is crazy to me because like I said, I still have been, indulging myself in the foods that I want to eat. I still ate sushi after that video went up. I still would have like McDonald's here and there. And it's just so crazy to me. I still lost weight even when I was eating, less nutritious foods. I was still eating nutritious foods. Like, I still had my meal prep with, my chicken stir fry, my veggies, my fruits and all of that, my oatmeal. But still having like those less nutritious foods, I still lost weight from it. And I'm still on my period. I lost weight on my period as well. Like, isn't that crazy? There's so much we still need to learn about our bodies. So me beating myself up mentally for eating something that isn't as nutritious as a salad, it just goes to show, like, I lost weight still. Why am I beating myself up? Why am I so frustrated? Why am I just bringing myself down to a hole? Also, like, it totally helped how you guys were so encouraging to me. Like, it really does help me mentally as well. And you guys kind of catch me in that moment, and then I'm just like, hey, I shouldn't be thinking like this at all, And you guys kind of remind me that almost every single day. Every single day I read your comments. So that helps me as well, to keep on going and to try to not bring myself into that tunnel. We are still a work in progress. We are still at this journey. We are still learning. And honestly, this is what I'm doing to have a healthier relationship with my food, is getting rid of that good food versus bad food mentality. That is one way that I am trying to improve my mental health while being on a weight loss journey. So I want to know, what are your ways that help you have a better relationship with your foods? I know I'm not the only one that struggle with having that mentality of eating something bad, eating something unhealthy, and just going into the loophole of saying,
wow, I feel shitty. I should give up. I should just keep on eating unhealthy. I should just give up.
Right? What do you do to stop yourself from going into that hole, into that tunnel? I'm still finding a balance, and it is working out for me. I mean, come on, I lost weight, which is still mind blown. Literally, the scale told me I lost weight and I'm on my period. I'm telling you, the scale is like my mood swings when I'm on my period. Unstable. But that's gonna be a whole nother video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. This most likely might be a series of improving my mental health while losing weight, because I do believe we need to prioritize our mental health. There's many factors that matter, not just being on a weight loss journey, okay? Your mental health, your physical health, everything matters, and I feel like we need to address these and learn while we're on this journey. Let's learn together being on this journey. Let's learn how to improve our mental health. If you want to follow me on my weight loss journey, my fitness journey, my physical health journey, my mental health journey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell button so you get notified every time I upload a video. You can also follow me on all my social media links, which will be linked down below and at the end of this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.